2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 30 on second down, Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Lions at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. There's Goff. He's got it to Williams. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. In motion left comes Williams. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Throwing on third. Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. Is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 29, Goff. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First and goal from the 6. Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Tua to try again on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Alec Ingold, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun. Goff. Finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth, it's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in here by Fuller. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 9 yards that time. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 45 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Gone. Dancing to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yes, he started.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. To a hit, and the ball is out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Elliott running right. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Sanders' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Down the sideline he goes. Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Here's Goff. Out to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
On second down, Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. 114 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Ezekiel Elliott. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st and 10, Goff. Steps away to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. Third and long. It's Goff. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Here's Tua. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Williams, a man in motion right. Now Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Hill on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Goff now to throw. Being chased out left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Now it's Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
He's going to try and go deep again.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On play action, here's Tua.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
Now they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Tua now on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third. And
it's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. It's caught. Mitchell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. Rolling to his left. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw is Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wound.
And, my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
2nd down and 7.
They go to Elliott again. And, oh, he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Dolphins.